Hey friends, welcome back to the Damsel in Success podcast. I am so excited to have you back here with me today. So got the kids in bed and we can talk about something serious. Ain't gonna talk about the Goodwill. I am, however, very excited still about the Goodwill trip that we had today. So, oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I did like a little fashion show and I was like, yeah, it still looks good whenever we get home, not just at the store. Oh, it's my favorite. Anyway, divert, get back in here. Not off on that tangent. Back straight, because we got a lot to talk about today, and I'm very excited about it. So like I was telling you guys earlier, what I want to talk about today is opinions. And I know that we all know the common saying about opinions, right? Everybody has one. But I want you guys to think about it. So opinions are just that. They're opinions. They are predisposition. Sometimes they're predispositions. Sometimes they're just thoughts that we have and feelings that we have towards a certain thing or a person or a whatever based on our own experiences, right? So that doesn't necessarily mean that everybody's going to have the same opinion, because none of us have had the same experiences. None of us have had the same feelings or scenarios or situations or anything like that. So an opinion could be a whole array of different things. And that's okay. That's totally okay. Because if we all had the same opinion, guess what? Nothing would ever change. But that also means that just because you have an opinion that differs from somebody else doesn't necessarily mean that either of you are right or either of you are wrong. It just means that you have a difference of opinion. But the thing is, and the beauty of it is, as adults, we should be able to talk to each other about this opinion, figure out what works for each of us. Like, hey, I like what you said and I appreciate what you said. I respect what you said regardless. But here's what I agree with and here's what I don't and here's why. And then they debate back with you. A good debate is awesome. There is nothing wrong with a good debate. It's whenever people shut down whenever somebody doesn't agree with them. That is where my problem lies. And that's where any kind of growth stops immediately. Whenever sometimes, yeah, we want people to agree with us, right? We want people to have our side, and that's fine. But it's a give and take relationship, right? Because if you're always right and never wrong and nobody could tell you nothing, best of luck to you, boo-boo. Best of luck to you. Because I can tell y'all I'm wrong just about every day. Just about every day. And, thankfully I'm surrounded by people who have different opinions than me. And they could tell me something and say, hey, I respect your opinion, but here's how I see it and here's why. And I'm like, you know what? I never thought about it that way. And you know what? That's going to change somebody's opinion to be able to side with you a lot faster than you going up and telling them, you know what? You're wrong. You are wrong and you're awful and you're stupid and you're horrible. As anybody, let me just ask you, let me pause and take a poll real quick. Have you ever taken somebody's side whenever they call you an idiot? No, I doubt it. Sincerely doubt it. Even if you were being an idiot, I guarantee that just put up that wall right there and you were not going to let go. It doesn't matter if they said the sky's blue and you're an idiot if you say otherwise. You're like, looks orange to me. Y'all ever been? I'm the worst. I'm the worst. But that's, we have to learn to communicate, especially as adults, y'all. This is ridiculous. I see it all the time. People are bickering back and forth, not just on social media even, but like in real life. And they'll go back and forth with each other. You're wrong. No, you're wrong. No, you're wrong. And then somebody else will pop in here and be like, well, my mama says you wrong. And it's just always constantly fighting. And that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous, because I think we all have to find the beauty in having different opinions. Because like I said, that's where a meeting of the minds and different opinions and different viewpoints, that's how things get better. That's how people grow. That's how we come to the best possible solution. Whenever we take bits and pieces of what everybody's saying and we all communicate and we come up with the best possible solution. Rather than, two or three people over here saying, yeah, this is right, and two or three people over here saying, yeah, this is right, and then them fighting and nothing gets done. What good does that do? And, if you want to change somebody's mind, I know y'all have heard me saying this a million times, but you're going to catch a lot more flies with honey than you are vinegar. So if you go at them in a respectful tone And you go at them genuinely respecting their opinion. Like, hey, listen, I may not agree with you, but I respect you and I respect your right to say that. And here's what I like about what you said. I agree with you here, but here's where my opinion differs. And allow me to tell you why. Let me explain why. And then if we still, let's figure out what our common belief here is and work off of that. Just start from that. And that way you guys will both walk away with a new respect for whatever you're talking about, whatever you had an opinion on, and each other. Instead of sitting there and be like, you know what, you're wrong. And that's it. That's it. I'm telling you, my 5-year-old and 7-year-old have figured this out. And if y'all can't, then we need to talk. We need to talk about it. I'm just telling you. Be open to others' ideas. Be open to others' opinions, because that's just it. It's an opinion. It's not a fact. It's not a fact. They have that opinion for some reason. I challenge y'all. Find somebody this week that has a different opinion than you and figure out why they have that different opinion. Because everybody has different feelings. Everybody has different perceptions. And that's really what it boils down to, right? It's their perception. And we go through different things. Nobody has the same life. Nobody has the same feeling. Nobody reacts to things exactly the same way. And that's where all these different opinions come from. And it's beautiful. If you will embrace it, it's beautiful, y'all. Learn to communicate with each other and quit being buttholes. Don't be mean to somebody just because they believe something differently than you do. Because they're definitely, if you're rude to them, that's just going to solidify the fact that they are totally right and you're the idiot. That's what they're going to think. So don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. I hope that you guys have an amazing rest of your Wednesday, and I look forward to talking with you again soon.